What is up, everybody? Thank you for checking out a new episode of the BarbacoaCore Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick C. Huerta. Thank you very much for listening. I do appreciate it. As always, um, like, share, subscribe on whichever platform you use to listen to the podcast. We are on iTunes, we are on SoundCloud, YouTube, Castbox, Google Play, all those platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified anytime we have a new episode coming up. Um, yeah. Like us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, it's BarbacoaCore Podcast on Facebook. Also, follow the Instagram page at BarbacoaCore Podcast. That is where I post and repost anything that the past guests have been up to. If they have a show coming up, if they post it on Instagram, I repost it on the BarbacoaCore Podcast Instagram page. Same thing with the Facebook page, but with the algorithms, I don't know if you're seeing the Facebook um, uh, post or repost that I do on there on Facebook. But like on there anyway, and also do the 5-star reviews. Uh, you could do a 5-star review on Facebook. You could also do the 5-star review on iTunes. That would really help push and promote the podcast, um, help it grow, and do all that good stuff. Everything Barbacoa Core you can find at www.barbacoacore.com. That will have all the links to everything that I have going on. Also, the links to the SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Castbox. Um, and yeah, and if I have a show announce or a show to announce, it will be on there. Just like the May 18th comedy showcase, you can get your tickets through barbacoacore.com. That's May 18th. That's at Las Chaladas. All the information's on the website. Go there. It's going to be 10 comics doing their best 10 minutes. It's co-hosted by Irma Linda Reese of Mind Twist Comedy and Flo Hernandez of Flo Hernandez Comedy. They're co-hosting this event, this showcase, and yeah, it should be a good time. Come out. Tickets information you can find at barbacoacore.com. Go there, buy your tickets, and I'll see you there on May 18th. Yeah. Other than that, support the podcast through Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud. I appreciate that. Uh, yeah. Um, Oh, shout outs. I don't have my notes with me. Shout outs. Shout out to Uglyhead for letting us use the music for the intro and outro for this and every episode. You can find their websites linked through barbacoacore.com, as well as CBDB. CBDB, follow them on Instagram at myCBDB. They'll post up anything about like their pop-up shops, where they're going to be. Or if you check out their website, cbdb.com, use promo code TXMC, and you'll get 15% off your purchase through the website. So that's 15% off using promo code TXMC through www.mycbdb.com. So shout out to those guys. Also shout out to 10-4 Menudo Imas. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook as well to find out what they got going on. All those good stuff. So yeah, um, I'm a big procrastinator. That's one of my biggest flaws. Well, it's probably not my biggest, but it's the one that I'm thinking about right now because I recorded this episode on Wednesday, and I messed with it a little bit with the mixing and all that stuff, but I'm just now getting to it now on Saturday night, and I forgot to do an intro. So here we are doing an intro at the last minute so I can get this episode out on Sunday. So I might do away with those Sundays episodes. I might just post them whenever they're ready. I'll say the Barbacoa Core podcast will be released weekly, and it's up to you to subscribe to whichever platform the podcast is on, to be notified when it's out. It's going to be a surprise type thing, um, or just whenever they're ready, I'll release them. So I'm not just procrastinating, waiting on Sunday, and then here we are Saturday night, and I haven't done what I needed to do to get the episode out. So yeah, so that's why you need to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and then also subscribe to the platforms that the podcast are hosted on: iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. Do all that good stuff. Rate us, subscribe, like, share, listen, all that good stuff. Um, so I am toying around with the idea of doing a different type of podcast. I just, when I'm at work, I do a lot of random daydreaming when I should be working. Um, but I thought of an idea of having a podcast within a podcast, like an episode type situation where I would set up at like random open mics and just ask comics to come and sit down and talk about whatever they have going on at these open mics. If they have a show coming up, or if they're working on stuff, or if they just want to bullshit for a little bit while we're hanging out at these mics, we'll set up and we'll just talk some shit. Have like rotating guest lists come in of people just randomly sitting down and talking some shit. Um, so yeah, we're gonna call it "Sit Down, Dude." Um, yeah, and I was gonna do a separate podcast, but I was like, let's just do a podcast within a podcast, episode within a podcast type thing. And I think we're gonna run with that. I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. Probably like in the next maybe next month. Next month I'll start kicking it off. But it is an idea that I am toying with. Um, so that is something that will probably happen. Probably. Um, and you'll know about it more if you subscribe to the channels, the podcast uh, platforms. That's another reason to subscribe to those things. Um, yeah, what else did I want to talk about? I guess that's it for the intro. On this episode, I have local comic Dallas VANN. He's pretty new to the local comedy scene, but within the 2 or 3 months that he's been doing it, he already won 2019 Mind Twist Comedy Comic of the Year, I believe it's called. But he won that. He got third place, and so he was. I think he won a cash prize, and he also won the opportunity to host the show that Mind Twist Comedy does in Eagle Pass at ugh, the Lucky Eagle Casino. So Dallas Band got a host the show for Steve Trevino, I believe. Steve, I believe. But the headliner of that night was Javi Luna, and Javi Luna, shout out to Javi Luna. He liked Dallas Band. He even gave him a shout out on Javi Luna's podcast, the original Gordito podcast. So yeah. So when I heard that, I listened to his podcast, Javi Luna's podcast, and I was like, "Oh, this Dallas Band guy is pretty good. He's been really busy and taken off in the short time that he's been doing it." So I invited him on to talk some shit, and it was fun. It was a good time. So that's who I have on this podcast. I'll put all his information in the show notes. You could also hear it in the episode. So yeah. So again, thank you all for listening. I do appreciate it. Buy your tickets for the May 18th showcase at Las Chaladas. I want to see everybody out there. Should be fun. Like I said, it's 10 comics doing the best 10 minutes, hosted by Ermelinda Reese and Flo Hernandez. But yeah, back to this episode. Shout out to Dallas Band for coming out, and enjoy this episode with local comic Dallas Band. Dallas Band, man, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for bringing beer and shit.
I never don't have beer.
There you go. That's good to know.
I don't go anywhere where they don't serve it, and if they don't, I bring my own.
Yeah.
Right?
So cool, man. Let's jump into it. Plug social media stuff. How can people find you? Do you have anything coming up?
Right now, really, Facebook is where I'm popping off. So you can find me, Dallas VANN, on Facebook. I post some stuff on Instagram, not a whole lot of. Twitter. I wish I was better at Twitter, dude. I hopped on Twitter like not even a year ago, so
yeah,
that world's blowing me by. But I'm trying to get better about all that. But if you really want to know all my shows and everything like that, Dallas VANN on Facebook. Shows coming up right now. I just did the Kickapoo Casino. That was awesome. And from that, I think Irma said she's gonna hook me up. She wants me to open for Jared Garcia.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so a new venue here. I forget exactly what it's called. I think Las Chiladas.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I'm doing a showcase there May 18th.
Okay, for Irma.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'm doing another one. The flyer and all that hasn't come out yet, so as soon as that's out, it'll be on my Facebook.
Cool, man.
Besides that, I do every mic.
Yeah.
If there's a mic in San Antonio, I'm most likely doing it. So you can find me there.
And you're pretty new to it, huh? Like, when did you start comedy?
Dude, that's the funny thing. So I've only been doing stand-up for like 3 months. But that's like a lie. All right? Because,
what do you mean that's a lie?
Because I've been writing bits and performing stuff since I was a little kid. But it was never on a stage. It was never with a mic. I was that dude. I worked in kitchens for like 13 years. And I was that dude in the kitchen that just didn't know how to stop.
Yeah.
Like I would get in trouble all the time because I'd be working bits on people. And I'd act like I did comedy. Like, bro, I got this new bit. And like, well, do you say it on stage? I'm like, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I got this new bit.
Yeah.
When I was like 8 years old, so you remember Que Locos? Okay, so my aunt was one of the producers on Que Locos.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah. So at 8 years old, I was doing like impersonations. I was doing like voices. I was saying, I had like little one-liners that I knew would make people laugh, and I'd say all the time. And it got to the point to where even my aunt was like, well, you know, I know George Lopez. I know all of them. Do you want to be on Que Locos? And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. And one night, she had a party. She had like 30 people over there. I was like 8 or 9. She put me up on her fireplace.
No shit.
She like stood up in front of everybody. And she's like, all right, here's your chance. If you can make us laugh. And I clammed up so hard.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just right when I got into it, I just didn't, you know, everybody has that moment when they first get on stage where they're scared to be themselves. Everybody forgets, like, what's funny about you is, like, it's not, you know, having your notebook right there and reading a joke. It's like when you're making your friends laugh at a party and shit like that and people are dying, it's just you. Getting on stage and being able to emulate that, being able to be that person is so hard, dude. It's so nerve-wracking. And I remember just about a month into doing it, so like 2 months ago, I was on a show and it was bombing. Everybody was bombing. The crowd was just cussing at us. It was just going off. And I thought I had like 4 minutes. You know, you get like 4-minute sets. I'd never done more than that. Yeah. And it was at Fitzgerald's. And
man, that's a rough place.
It's
outside.
It's okay. So it was outside. It was outside, and a band had just got off, and I was the first comic to go up.
They had a band outside too?
They had a band outside.
Oh,
so
shit.
Everybody out there was fucking drunk. They were there for rock and roll, and all of a sudden Lawrence, hi, we're starting the comedy open mic. And like, people are instantly like, bring the band back on. It's like freaking out. Yeah, and so he told me, he was like, hey, you're the only comic here. I was like, okay. He's like, so how much time do you want? And I was like, I'll do 5, you know, I mean, you know, maybe 10, I'll kind of wing it. He's like, okay, how about this? I'll light you at 15.
At 15?
At 15, and I was like, holy shit. So I get up on stage, and I start into my material, and they're not having it. They're not listening. They don't care. And, like, I definitely have anger issues. Like, that was the funniest thing about me, like, when I was working the line and you know, cooking and stuff like that. People would purposely say stuff, dumb stuff, that they knew would, like, get my blood, because you know, some people, when they get mad, they're funny. They're just hilarious when they're mad. Yeah. That's me. Like, you get me going on something, and it can be something as stupid as people being like, I love to swim in the ocean. Yeah. And I'll be like, do you fucking know what's in the ocean? Do you understand what's out there? All right, the shit we know more about fucking Mars. And I'll go off for an hour. So they just started. I couldn't ever channel that. And this night they were just messing with me, I couldn't get 2 words into a joke.
Yeah.
And finally, I just turned to this one main group, and I just start going off on them.
Wow.
And the rest of the crowd starts laughing. And I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. I light a cigarette, and I'm like, here we go. And I just start roasting. There's one dude in particular, and I'm just roasting him.
Yeah.
And he's talking shit back, and he gets to the point where I got his friends to start laughing at him. So now we switch the energy. Now they're on my side. And ever since that night, like, I just had my honest, true, like, it reminded me of, like, you know, growing up in a Mexican family. They're all drunk. And if you want to say something, you got to yell it. You got to be aggressive. There's got to be a lot of fucks. You're like, dude. And so I channeled that energy, and it got laughs. And then from then, I just never didn't do that. The next night, the mic I went on, I don't care if the room's not popping. I'm yelling, I'm walking, I'm high energy, I'm going.
Yeah. You're very animated.
That's me outside. You know how many times I've hung out with comics now outside of the venue?
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, you're not on stage. You can turn it off. And I'm like, that's the thing, is that's just me. That's what I went. So that's when one of the main compliments I get is people just being like, man, your stage presence, you know, you're so high energy, you're up there. And it's like, that's just because I'm a hyper person as it is. And also, like, I'm that person that'll get into stupid arguments with drunk people. I'll get into arguments with bums on the street for no apparent, like, they'll just say something I don't like, and like, I'm not mad, but I just go. And so I just try to channel that same stage, you know, the same energy on the stage, and that's been my only, like, saving grace.
So it's not like a performance act. Like, that's how you actually fucking are. Like,
100%.
Even in like casual conversations type of thing.
Man, I got into it with my mom before I came here because she kept interrupting me while I was trying to tell her this story about Paul Giamatti. Like, I was so proud of myself because I was watching King of the Hill, and Paul Giamatti's voice came up, and I just the name, and so I'm talking, and she's like interrupting. I'm like, Audrey, I swear to fucking God, like that's me just all the time. Like, I have friends, beloved friends, that refuse to go certain places with me, like, because I will cut up. Like, if we're like in a Jack in the Box or it's something stupid, I will just cut up. And I have friends that get nervous and like, bro, you gotta calm down. Like,
yeah, man, you're causing a scene here.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That shit is hilarious to me. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, no, that's 100%. That's just me on and off stage.
That's crazy, man.
Who was it? I think it was Ryder one time. We were at like one of the Cibolo shows, because you know they go back and forth between two bars.
Yeah.
We're at one of them, and we were out back, and some of my friends were there, and I was just going off, and he's like, "Bro, you don't have to do your act right now." And I'm like, "I'm not. This is every day. This ruins every relationship I have."
That has to be exhausting, though, man.
Bro.
Because you're up there, you're yelling, you're bending over, you're jumping off the stage, jumping back on the stage. Were you like bands before? Like, where'd you get your stage presence from?
I've always wanted to be a performer. I play guitar. So I was always in bands. I DJ'd for like 5 or 6 years in Austin. So being in front, and I was a corporate trainer for the Alamo Draft House. So I used to travel around opening up draft houses. And when you know, as a trainer, they have to respect you.
Yeah.
And the first day of the big training, when they bring everybody in, they pack out a theater, and it's 200 people sitting all up in this thing. And there's the giant screen behind you, and they put your picture up on the screen behind you. And
shit.
Yeah, dude. They put the huge. I used the same headshot. Irma put me on for. Actually, she uses it for a couple things, but it's like me in the forest, like turning around, looking angry, and I had that up on this giant screen, and you have to sit there and talk to the whole audience, introduce yourself, talk about yourself. Yeah. So when it comes to like talking to big crowds or anything like that, like I got over the fear of that real quick.
So you don't have that at all?
Nah, does not. The only thing that I start getting nervous about is when I know there's someone in the crowd that I need to impress. You know what I mean? If I know like a booker's there, or if I know, you know what I mean? If there's certain people there, you're like, fuck, this has got to be tight, man. This has got to be tight. When I'm just going to a regular mic, it does not faze me. I'm just like, if this goes bad, it was 10 minutes of your life. Yeah. Do it again tomorrow night. Figure out what you did wrong, get over it, move the fuck on. Like it's not.
That's crazy, dude. Like, see, I didn't know. Like, when I invited you on, I was like, man, is he gonna be jumping on the table? Is he gonna be like throwing chairs and shit? Because I didn't realize that was your thing. Like, to me, like, I thought that was your way of dealing with the nerves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because with me, like when I get nervous, I talk a lot faster. I start mumbling my words and shit. Like it takes me a while before I realize all that shit. So I thought maybe that's what you were doing. Like you're on this part of the stage, and then you go to the next part of the stage. You jump off. You're bending over. You're yelling at the crowd. You know, you're commenting on like your actual set and shit. Like you're commentating
like
your
while
set
it's
and shit.
happening.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, man? Like,
Dude.
is he like? I thought it was just nerves and shit. But you're saying like that's legit.
Who
how
I am.
you talk
every single day.
everywhere.
Every single day. Like I tell chicks before we start dating, I'm like, hey, if this is me, like I tell them all the time, hey, I'm an asshole. I want you to know that ahead of time, way ahead of time. Like quick. If you say, like my ex had to use a GPS to get everywhere. Fuck, I'll lose my mind. I'd be like, you can't go to HEB down the street without using a GPS. We've lived here a year. You can't get just like so. But at the same time, I'm a love. Like if you're my friend, I will go to bat for you. I'll go to the hell for your ass. What was that? Fuck. What was that? Robin Williams movie where his wife dies and he dies and he goes to heaven, right? And she kills herself because he died, and she goes to hell, and he like goes to hell to get her. Oh,
nah, man,
what
never heard
dreams
of
may
that.
come, I think, or something like that. Anyways, random. That's another thing. I think about random stuff constantly. So when you hear me commenting on stage, it's because I have that thought right then and there.
Yeah.
When I'm like, I have you eating out of the palm of my hands, like shit like that. It's just like that's in my mind. I never write any of my material down.
You work everything out on stage?
Everything I work out on stage. All like I have premises. Like if you look at my notes, it's just like Mike Tyson rape joke, and I'll just put like this one liner, like just stupid little things, but it's not. I see, and I respect it too, because I respect the comic that they write out the whole set, they do all that, and because that's the way you get better. But me, if I write it out, I get nervous if I mess up one word.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like if I have it down in my mind, that's all I can think about. So I'm not engaged in the moment. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, okay, did I say that right? Did I say that? And as it's happening. Whereas for me, just kind of ad-libbing everything, I know the premise. I know, and all the stuff I talk about on stage is legitimately stuff that I really feel. Like it's not something that I sort of just like, I think this will get laughs. It's like, I've been yelling this for years and people laugh every time I yell it. Sort of stuff. And so I'm like, just do that on stage. And I can... Like I'm trying to work on a bit right now, like I said, about the ocean. Because if you say something about the ocean, I will lose it for about an hour straight. And I mean facts. Like I didn't graduate high school, but I have so much knowledge in my brain. Like if I'm interested,
useless knowledge,
dude. If I'm interested, I will research. Like I will just go in. But so like. The Mike Tyson, you've heard that bit and stuff. That's legit because I was watching a Mike Tyson documentary and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He went to prison for what? Like what? Do you know what happens to those people?
Yeah.
Did he ever do that? And me and my friend who said they're like passing one back and forth, like, do you think anybody tried to beat up Mike Tyson in prison? Hell no.
Yeah.
Like, did you see him? Like, do you remember? And like, it's just little. It's honestly stuff that I feel 100% in my heart. So it's easy for me to go on stage and just bullshit about it. And sometimes on stage, you have an idea because it's something you really. Now I'm engaging. Like y'all are my friends, and I'm just telling you this story. Instead of like, you're the audience and I have to make you laugh. It's like, y'all guys are my homies. We're drunk at a party right now. And, here we go. I'm making y'all laugh. And I'll think about things on stage and be able to just kind of like throw them in there. And it's worked out for me so far. Like I said, it's been 3 months. I know for a fact I have so much work to do. Like so much work, but I'm pumped. I feel like I have a good understanding of what I need to do. Now it's a matter of like honing it, getting it tight. Going out. Like I people give me compliments all the time, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm just doing open mics. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's easy to be a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
Then I go to like the casino and I open up for like Javi Luna. Dude, I could hear the laughs from the green room. Like I was in the back and I could hear the crowd losing it. I go out there and they're legitimately losing it. And I'm like, oh, that's, and you know, it's easy to compare yourself to people that are just trying it out and they don't know if that's something they want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you see someone who's got it.
Yeah.
And they're like dedicated
Somebody
to it.
who's been doing it for years.
And I, you know, I think I'm hot shit. And then I go do that. I'm like, oh, baby girl, you have so much work to do.
Yeah.
You know, but I have support. That's one thing I love about the San Antonio community is like you have people like Irma, people like Lawrence. I mean, Lawrence, this entire showcase is just people that are new that he think, you know, from LOL last night, like he's giving new comics a chance.
Yeah.
You know, doing the Fitz room, doing all that, like, you know, he's out there booking and stuff. Irma's booking and killing it, you know, like it's good that San Antonio has those people. And I've luckily enough, I've found them and they're supporting me now. So I'm like, thank you.
But it's crazy how you got there, man. Like that, within 3 months, you won, or you got that third place in that Mind Twist Comedy of the Year, Comedian of the Year, for 2019. You know, and that's how you got that hosting job to go open up for Javi Luna.
Dude, that was
that's
Steve
fucking crazy,
Espinosa. Yeah, and I always joke. I'm like, they said it was, you know, the funniest in San Antonio. The other two weren't from San Antonio, so by default. Like I'm the only one. I'm born and raised, you know, in San Antonio. Like I said, I lived in Austin for 10 years, but I did go do a couple of mics in Austin and kind of got, oh, bro. Before, like I said, before that night at Fitzgerald's, when I basically just got mad and freaked out on the crowd and started getting laughs. Before that, dude, I was your average, you know, no energy up there, like. So you know, like,
so
just,
you used to do like that, like just like stand
absolutely
in one spot.
Stand still.
Yeah.
Like I probably did that for a total of like a month, and I mean, just eating plates of shit, like doing bad. I mean, I've bombed so bad that I was literally writing a joke about bombing while I was still on stage. Like the feeling inside. I broke the mic stand. It was at a pizza joint. The mic, the girl that was set up all the sounds, she just like makes pizza in the back. She has no, you know, she's not an audio engineer by any means. And so the mic's popping and like cutting it out. People are in the back playing pool. You can just hear the balls. Like they're calling out orders and shit like that. And I was like fiddling with the mic stand and I broke the mic stand, like just popped the top off and was like, oh shit, didn't address it. Like now I know, like, if all the things that are happening, address it, because guess what, the audience, they notice it, and they oh dude, audiences, they can smell fear like blood to a shark, bro. Like it's the second you stutter, now they feel bad for you, and now they're just cringing, like, oh Jesus Christ, I can't wait for this dude to get off, and you're not gonna get him back. Like I don't know how many times we see that, where we see someone going down and you're sitting. Of course, the comics love it. That shit's hilarious.
I think the audience loves it too, man.
But you definitely see the times where the audience is like, oh, God.
Like I have a stutter and I mumble my words and shit. And if it's too obvious, then I'll call attention to it, you know?
Exactly.
I'll make a little joke about it.
Exactly. But if
because
you don't.
They know it. They see it. You know, they hear it.
If you don't, but if you just keep going, then they feel bad. Then they're like, oh, this guy, you know, he's nervous.
Yeah.
But if you sit there and address it and make a joke about it, now everybody's engaged, everybody's back. And so I know, like, I broke the mic stand and I literally was sitting there fixing it, trying to tell the joke that, like, the joke in itself, like, I tossed it, you know, way back, but it just, I was telling a bad joke while bombing, while breaking stuff. And it was just, now I know, like, address everything.
Yeah.
If people are talking, what they're saying, what they're doing, just address it. Have fun with it. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have seen comedians do that where they're bombing and the audience will say something, or, you know, somebody says something or whatever, and then they just start fighting with the audience.
Yeah.
They just talk shit back and forth, and it's like, bro, now you're just pissing everybody off. You got to make the jokes. Like, you can talk shit to the crowd, but it's got to be, like, funny.
Yeah.
Else you're not doing your shit.
Yeah, I hate dealing with the crowd, you know, because like one comic told me, because I tried it once, you know, like commenting on something that the person from the crowd said, But he's like, man, if you can't control it, if you don't know where that conversation's going, like don't get yourself in that trap, because now you're on stage, everybody's looking at you fall apart because you don't know what you're doing up there. So I was like, fucking shit.
That sinking feeling, dude.
Yeah, man. So who were some of your influences?
Man, growing up, it's like, of course, like George Lopez, all those guys. But more recently, Bill Burr, huge influence on me. Segura, huge, Rogan. I remember, it's so funny that Joe Rogan is so big now, because I remember watching his Denver special. Okay. I remember seeing it when you still had to order the DVDs from Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was probably like 16, 17. And Chappelle, you know what I mean? Growing up. So I'm 28. So when Chappelle's show was coming around, like, I was probably like 14, 15.
Oh, so it was huge.
That was my
huge.
world.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday night, I still remember it.
Yeah.
Me and my stepdad used to sit, and now I know he would run off to one side of the house and go hit a joint, and then I would sneak out back and hit my little joint and wash my hands, wash my mouth, brush my teeth, and we both sit down and just be like, oh, you want to watch? And die.
Yeah.
Dude, die. Like the Clayton Bigsby, like all that. Like, dude, I still quote Chappelle's show almost every day.
Yeah.
Like almost all, like that sort of stuff was huge to me. I remember being real young and seeing, I must have been fucking young, but I remember what's Chris Rock's special where he's talking about
the Killing Them Softly.
Is that the one where he's talking about the HBO specials and how they go to prison and they're asking the prisoners, like, so if a new inmate wants drugs or something like that, what do you make him do? He's like, well, some men will make him some men will make him suck his dick, but when you sucking dick, you can pretend it's something else. I make him eat my ass, because when you eating ass, you know it's ass. Like that shit. Like, I was little. I was probably like 9, going to elementary school, and
Telling your friends all that
telling my
shit?
friends all these
Eating ass jokes.
Eating ass jokes. That's why now, like, I am not scared to go on stage and say the worst shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you don't laugh, then okay, I'll rewrite it, but I'm gonna try it, and it'll work somewhere. It'll work some way.
Yeah.
But like, I was that kid that like parents didn't want me to be around their kids, because every time
You were
their
the
kids,
bad influence.
every time they'd come home, they'd be like, "Did you hear about this?"
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I remember when I was in 5th
Dallas
grade.
just talks about eating ass all the time.
Oh, gee, the amount of shit I would say is horrible. Because my dad was a trucker.
Yeah.
And so my dad has no filter. My mom has no filter. So like,
So you couldn't help it, man.
Oh, dude, they would
It's in
say
your DNA.
awful things. I remember when I was in the 5th grade. I was like fucking 11 years old. I got caught bringing a bunch of hentai porn to school.
Yeah.
But I had a binder, like a whole binder of like Dragon Ball Z porn and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was showing all the kids. I was like, have y'all seen, like, dude, back then, I mean, this is 2001, like, there was no Pornhub, there was no access. Now everybody sees all the stuff.
Everybody has access,
dude,
yeah.
back then, that Victoria's Secret catalog was looking good.
Yeah.
It was looking real good. And so, like, I would bring to all the kids, and I remember the teacher saw, she's like, what is that? Like, she saw me and all these kids back then. She's like, what are you showing them? I'm like, nothing. It's in a red binder. Bro, I had 3-hole punched that thing and put it in a binder to take to school. And I remember they caught it.
Anime porn? Like,
yeah,
cartoon porn?
Cartoon porn.
I never got that, man.
I still don't
got
get
that
it.
shit.
I still don't get it, but I had a friend who was like, hey, I have all this porn. And I looked, and I mean, it's still tits. So I was like, oh.
It's cartoon tits.
Hey, you're in the 5th grade.
Oh, I guess so, man. I'm a different generation.
I was in the 5th grade, and like, all I had gotten by then was like old fucking Playboys with all the pages stuck together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this isn't any fun. But you still used it.
Yeah.
Like, when you found out that your friend's dad, like, they found their porn collection,
Yeah.
that was like, we used to take turns. Like, all right, I'm gonna go in and watch it, and then you go in and watch it, and then like you go in and watch it, and that was all we had. You know what I mean? Like, when
Yeah.
do you understand? Like, the spank bank is not even a thing anymore. Like
Nah.
it's really not. When was the last time you just
It's
sat
not as
there
scarce as it was. Yeah.
and just thought about like, oh, this chick from the bank. Oh shit, yeah. Like,
Man, I
no.
remember the ones that I found, like, because I'm 30, 35, 36. So they would have, it was like a catalog, so where you could order movies and porn from and stuff. And they would have pictures, but they would have stars on the nipples.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have like a colored dot between the entrance. They wouldn't show the penetration
Yeah.
of it. That's what I had. Like, that was the first thing. Like, it was the worst fucking porn catalog, whatever. I guess I found it in my dad's trunk or something like that. He was
Exactly. And I
fucking
bet you
pervert.
showed all your friends.
No.
No? Oh, see, I was that
See, because
kid.
I was like, man, this is wrong. And this is my personal thing. I didn't show anybody.
So you have a conscience. I guess
just-
I don't. Like,
Well, because I don't know, man. I thought like maybe they would get me in trouble. You know, I came from a small school. So I was like, man, if one person tells another person, then almost the whole class is going to know.
Yeah.
And the teacher's going to know. My parents going to find. I told nobody.
this is my personal.
But I used to
little-
collect
I'll take
those.
it to the
I
grave.
used to collect those. Like, you know, like in Vegas, how they have
The little cards.
the cards.
Dude, I used to find them on the streets. Yeah, when I started going to Vegas, you would find all those little the flyers for the strip club, and they
Yeah.
have kits on them and stuff.
They would just be like, here you go. Here you go.
So they were all over the streets. I remember being, once again, like 10, 11 years old and going with my dad and be like, I got to tie my shoe. I'm like, yeah, y'all can just
You
keep
pick
walking.
'em
And I
up.
would just scoop them all up and put it. Oh, bro, that got me through the next 4 years. Like, that was,
But like those had like they would start out the nipple and put like a circle under her.
oh, that was good enough for me.
Yeah, man, I collected. Well, because I didn't go as a kid. I went like, I was already over 21 by the time I went to Vegas and stuff. And the last time I went to Vegas, I was just collecting them. I was with my wife. We were just walking the street and everybody's just passing them out. I fucking just collected them.
definitely
She's like,
will.
why are you collecting them? I was like, I don't know. To play cards with them or something. I think I still have the collection of them.
Yeah. You know what this is for, all right?
Yeah. It was cool and stuff. But like, yeah, I don't think I didn't see a Playboy until later, like till high school and stuff.
Dude.
But that catalog thing, that was like elementary, middle
Well,
school.
okay, so are you brothers, sisters?
I'm the only boy. I have two older sisters.
Okay, so
I have a
then-
half brother, but I never met him before.
Okay, so they never, they're not going to show anything. I have a brother who's 3.5 years older than me.
I had cousins that shared their
See,
porno.
yeah, all that stuff.
But see, we passed around like the VHS. We had VHS.
Yeah, bro, I remember him. Side note, my first porn ever, legit. It wasn't legit, but my first like porn ever.
You remember the title of it?
Oh, I know the actors' names
Oh yeah.
because it wasn't a fucking porno.
Oh,
Do you remember Desperado
Desperado.
with Antonio Banderas and Selma Hayek? They have a sex scene, and and it is graphic. Bro, it's probably a minute long, a minute and a half long, and I would.
Graphic Desperado. It's
Oh.
softcore.
I mean, graphic for me at that time, like it was
okay.
like her riding in like reverse cowgirl. You could see her little bush or all tits, you know what I mean? And think about it, I'm young and I'm like, oh. I remember my mom making me leave the room. She's like, all right, there's gonna be a sex. You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So instantly, I came back the next day and was like, what is sex? Saw it, bro. I still have that VHS.
Yeah.
All right, at my house in Austin, I still have that VHS, and. Anytime you would get to that part, it would like start messing up because I'd rewound it so many times. It like starts cutting up. So that was legit my first like porno ever. But I mean,
Man.
I'm on the cusp. I'm right there. My generation, I was born in 90. So I'm part of that generation that still knows the old school. Like I legitimately remember like scrambly porn on 99. Was it Channel 99?
Yeah.
Like where
you
you
could just hear it.
you could hear it, and every once in a while you'd get a little bit of a titty here,
Yeah.
and like you'd be looking at it real hard, and then it'd be a
Yeah.
nutsack, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's when you had to work for it. Man.
Oh, dude, I'm
You still had to
talking.
use your imagination back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
Am I jerking off to a tit or is that his ball sack?
I mean, whatever. I'm just not gonna think about it. Like, same difference.
Nah, man. The first porn that I got, VHS that I got, we passed around from my cousin, was called "Red on the Head Like the Dick of a Dog."
What?
Yeah.
Dude, the names
Fucking-
on pornos
it
are
was
so great.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't remember the story but the title itself, I remember it, man. That was the first one. It was pretty disgusting, and somehow it had to do with space. I remember
Yeah.
somebody like You know how like in Star Trek where they beam me up, or
Yeah.
you know, she did that. I don't remember
She
the story.
beamed somebody up into her
Well,
mouth.
I couldn't listen to the volume, you know, because
Yeah.
my door, yeah.
Yep.
But I remember watching it, like, where's she beaming up to? But yeah, red on the head like the dick of a dog.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's graphic.
Yeah, it was gross.
I'm trying to think. Oh man, I'm trying to think of like one of the first.
And then I came from the time like I'm an '80s kid.
Okay.
So like Bush and tits were in every fucking movie for no
And
reason.
then you start to see it like decline, like the amount of Bush just like
Yeah.
slowly going away.
Yeah, man.
Bush was pretty much out by the time I was born.
Yeah, I feel bad for y'all, man. Like it was for everything. Like
Yeah.
all the comedies, like fucking like Caddyshack has tits, Porky had tits. Remember this one? I don't know if it's an old school one. It's called Zapped with Scott Baio, and he has telekinesis powers or some shit like that. And he could just like with his mind, he could just like boom, her boobs pop out or something, and her dress goes up and shit.
Hello.
Yeah, that's a fucking movie that I watched
Yeah.
in elementary school.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she was way different. Like,
Yeah.
well, okay, for me, like my name's Dallas, so of course, some little kid. Oh, Debbie does Dallas. Debbie does Dallas. Debbie does Dallas. So I always
Yeah.
knew about these.
You know, I never
porns.
saw that one. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it
I've
before.
watched it extensively. Now that we have Pornhub,
And that's
all
from the
that,
'70s, man.
bro. Now that we have Pornhub, I legit like. I've been single 3 months now, and that's a lot for me. Like I'm a serial monogamous, and like
You've been single as long as you've been doing comedy?
dude, that's why I started doing comedy. She left me, and I was like, "Fuck this bitch!" Like, you know what? Now I don't have nobody tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do a mic tonight.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna do another mic tomorrow night and another mic after that.
Yeah.
And then it just progressed. And so yeah, I think it was like Tanvir was asking me, like, what? How did you get into it? I was like, it was a breakup. It was a really, really shitty breakup.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it. I don't care if they laugh. I don't care whatever. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna do it. So, but yeah, that is why I started doing it. But man, I've been going through back catalogs of Pornhub, like. They have millions and millions, and I even got to the point to where like I'll start looking like watching old vintage porn, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I like this, you know.
Yeah, man.
There was a storyline.
Yeah,
it was
man.
a movie. It was an actual movie. Like they got
Storylines were the best.
yeah, dude. But I can't imagine like. Can you imagine like jerking off? And then the scene ends, and you're like, okay, well, I guess I'll watch for a little bit longer. And then you
Yeah.
actually like, who actually sits there and watches the movie?
I don't know. I've never seen any of those like those parody porns. Like they have parody porns of like
watched all
The Sopranos or Seinfeld. Like
Fucking-
all these people that look just like the characters of
Uh-huh.
that TV show or that movie and stuff. I've never seen those parody porns because
Oh,
I don't want it to ruin my movies. You know?
I don't want it to ruin. I want
Yeah.
it to be crisp in my mind.
Yeah.
I've seen all the like Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I used to joke that I wanted to make a '70s themed porn.
Yeah.
And it was gonna be all Pink Floyd music, and it was gonna be all like white dudes and black chicks, and it was gonna be called Dark Side of the Poon. I was like, I want to make it. I feel like that's a solid one. It's not out there yet. Dark Side.
You got to
of the
do it.
Poon.
I came up with the title. I got to do it now.
I gotta do it. You know, God, that must be fun directing porn.
I don't know. I don't think there's any money in it anymore. It's all available online.
Yeah, but they ads, marketing. You get a
guess.
lot of money in ads. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know how much traffic they get. You know, one of the
Yeah.
smartest things I've heard people doing, like artists are going on and putting their music on Pornhub,
Yeah, I've seen that.
and
Like
they blow. So is it Sturgill?
Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, is that the country
I just
guy
know
that's funny?
that's a guy, but Walker.
Yeah. Wheeler
Willow
Walker,
Walker
Jr.
There you go.
Okay, so his first album he put out on Pornhub.
Well, because he has porn topics though. Like he's
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
all
funny.
pussy and dick and pussy and.
Yeah, but still, like, that's a lot of traffic.
Nah, I even know. Well, I don't know him, but I saw like a comic put like his special on Pornhub.
That's a way to get watched.
Yeah.
Somebody will find it. You know
Hampton
what I mean?
Younts, I think Hampton something.
He's a smart man. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. People are there, and you just use all these like little like subtitles, like these hashtags or something.
Yeah.
Like You probably sort of put like incest porn.
It's
like,
why
people
is it always incest porn? It's always incest porn, mom porn. You know, that's like one of the number one search thing is mom porn.
That's disgusting.
And apparently the reason being is, once again, useless knowledge. Apparently one of the reasons being is that something about who you're really close to as you're developing sexually, like, has some sort of imprint. Like they always say,
you actually broke it down and thought about it. Like you spend way too much time.
Oh, I'm telling you, I told useless.
I get in, I get it out, I get out.
Oh no, I'm there. That's 45 minutes of my day every day. Oh, a solid 45 minutes.
You need more hobbies, man.
I'm telling me I play.
But no, I've heard that before. That incest porn is on the rise, and I don't get
It's
that.
so weird. Yeah, but they were saying that basically, like, it's something that's like you know, they always say you marry your mom. Like, see, like you don't mean to, but
I thought it was the opposite. I thought women marry their dads.
Yeah, well, yeah. Either way, like you're looking for that. Even if you don't like your mom or something, you end up somehow gravitating towards that. They say that could have something to do subconsciously with, like, you're like, oh, a stepmom, that fucking okay, or it's just something weird. And then there's just the fucking gross people that are like, oh god, yeah, that seems hot, like fucking your mom. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna keep you away from my house.
I'm like, fucking people are disgusting, man.
Oh, people
because
are
they looking like the MILF and the stepmom, stepsister, and all this stuff.
But you know what? I feel like a deviant because I search all that stuff because I know it's not real. I mean, that's not someone's mom. It's just a chick and with a younger dude or whatever. But it seems like all the best porn is titled under the worst names. Like if a cop got a hold of like my hard drive and started going through, he would see some awful things. But I'm like, bro, wait, but they're not really related. She was just hot.
It's for research purposes.
Yeah. You know, I'm doing a podcast later, and I need stuff to talk about. So,
like I like the opposite of the Bang Bros is where the girls go out and search the guys, and they're like the aggressors and stuff. Like that's my jam.
They started doing that, like the fake taxi. Now they have female taxi, and then they have like they're starting to whatever. It's all people having sex. Just no titles. I'll just whatever. It looks good.
I want some storylines. I just want to know what's up. You know, like
I want a connection. I want to feel like we're bonded at the end of it.
What's your major?
What's your major? Did you grow up in a good environment?
Yeah.
What's going on? Obviously not.
You're doing this for healthy reasons, right? I mean, it's not to piss off your dad or your mom.
That's
right?
it. No.
You're wholesome, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Those are my favorite ones.
I see. I just don't want to get that involved because I know right after I bust that nut, I'm gonna feel bad because I'm involved emotionally in it. You know what I mean? Involved emotionally. Yeah, like it's.
See,
it's
the key to that is don't listen to the sound. Turn the volume down.
Oh no, fuck that! I go opposite. I put it in headphones. So I can crank it as loud as I want.
Oh man!
I mean that's the
that's how you get involved, man. That's how you get emotionally attached is when you put the headphones in.
You know, you start to. Dude, I know dudes who legit have crushes on like strip or on God, what do you even call them? Ladies of the night, porn stars, hookers. And they're like, bro, I follow her and this and that. I'm like, you know, that's okay. Well, not true. Somewhat. I was in love with Mia Khalifa. Like love with Mia Khalifa, right?
Mia Khalifa.
Oh, she's like the.
She's not the short-haired one, right?
No, she's like the Arabic one. She's Canadian, but she looks Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Big tits, big ass. She's a porn star. Whatever.
Nice skin tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in love with her. Right. I was on a Mia Khalifa kick for a while.
Yeah.
And I was working security at ACL. I didn't know she moved to Austin. She lives right off like South Lamar. And I'm working the main stage, the stairs to get up. So anybody that's VIP, that they're up on the stage to watch the show, I'm the one that checks your badge. I'm the one that does all that. All of a sudden, I see this chick.
Are you working this one?
No.
Oh man,
I'm not working this one. I should though. It pay is good. It's like 3 days work.
Yeah.
And I think for both weekends they pay you like $700.
Oh wow.
And you just sit there and listen to music.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Like, they feed you, but you're all there for like 12, 13 hour shifts. It's crazy. But anyways, I see this chick wasted crying. and she's at the bottom
You're
of
like,
the stairs.
opportunity.
Yeah. Hello. I see this chick. She's wasted. She's crying. She's hot. I go up to her, and as soon as I get to her, I'm like, oh, holy shit, you're Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
And she's wasted. And she's like, my friend he's the one playing. Oh, you mean the fucking headliner? Who was it? Diplo.
Oh, yeah.
Diplo's up on stage, and she's like, can I just get up there for a second and talk to him? I mean, I don't want to interrupt the show,
talk to him.
but I lost my friends. And I'm like, yes, drunk lady.
Yeah.
You want me to walk you on stage at ACL during the headlining act and just tap him on the shoulder and be like, she lost y'all's friends.
Yeah.
Her phone isn't working. It's not getting very good reception right now. Like, no. And I was just telling her, and I didn't tell her I knew who she was, and she all of a sudden starts crying and gives me a hug, and next thing I know, she's crying on my shoulder.
Damn.
And I'm like, Mia Khalifa's tits are touching me right now. I jerked off to her this morning. How crazy is this? And then another security guard just comes up and he's like, hey, you're Mia Khalifa. I love your work. I'm like, bro, can you not compliment
Cool,
her?
man. Don't fanboy out right now.
Yeah, can you not compliment her dick sucking skills? Why she's sobbing?
Yeah.
Like, there's a better way to go about this.
Yeah.
And I ended up helping her find some friends and whatnot, but I was just like, holy shit, there's a shot. I could hit on her right now.
Yeah.
But do you want to hit on the wasted crying porn star? Like, I guess not.
No, that wouldn't be good, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy how you recognize it, though. I don't know any porn stars like that. Well, Missy Martinez is the only one.
Okay.
But that's because she's a comic, too.
Oh, I'm going to have to look this up.
Yeah. Missy
Bro,
Martinez.
I just found out who did Irma just open for Julie McCullough?
Oh, yeah, Julie McCullough. Yeah, she used to be in...
I did not know that.
She was in Growing Pains.
Did
Well,
you
that
know
was
that?
before your time, too. Like, that was like...
Yeah,
that was
back then.
80s,
Did you know
90s.
that she was a Playboy model?
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I didn't know that till afterwards.
So I saw she was on the lineup or whatever on the show, and so I was researching. I wanted to see some of her stuff, and it said something about Playboy, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a baddie, like super baddie. Like I don't know how, like, if I ever work with her, how I'm not gonna address it. I'm just gonna be like,
Well, she's like 50 now.
hey, she's old enough to party, bro. All right.
And she was pretty drunk. I don't know if you saw that one that she did. She did like a interview type thing with Irma.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was wasted.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, was Irma sober?
Nah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's one thing I love about Irma, bro. She's like, she reminds me like one of my aunts. This motherfucker will go on and do promos like wasted. Hey guys, what's up? Something to be. I'm like, yes.
Nah, man, she's aggressive, dude. She gets out there.
Oh yeah.
Running the Mind Twist comedy thing.
Dude, that's fun. You like doing the elbow room?
Elbow Room, I had one good set there, and then a lot of rough ones.
A lot of rough
ones. I mean, it has potential, man, but it's just the people that are there. And it's a new bar to begin with.
Yeah.
Like I think they've only been up in a couple months, and it's made to be a karaoke bar. But that stage, the layout is perfect for comedy, man.
It could be a great room, right?
It could be a really great room, and it's like there's nothing out there like that, you know, like it's out in the Paramount area and stuff. But yeah, man, a lot of people just think it's a conversation and they'll start talking shit during your set. I was like, these aren't rhetorical questions. I'm not really
say that shit all the time. I'll have people like talk back and I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up. This is not a Q&A.
Yeah, the worst one is the fucking bartender, man. She will be yelling.
Oh, there's one that's drunk. That dude, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's always getting wasted. But then there's another bartender who works there with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And those two, I fucking love them. Like, one thing I love about doing that room is it really lets you know if what you're saying is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it has potential, man. It's a great room. It's a great room.
Like, if what you're saying is funny,
yeah,
you'll get 5 people to laugh. But I mean, if there's 5 people in the bar and you're getting them to laugh, like, you're good. Like, but I know the bartender's boyfriend, he barbacks. He is my go-to. Like, nobody can be paying attention.
Yeah.
He's always paying attention. And I'll say something and I can hear him die.
Yeah.
Just die. And I'm like, all right, I'll turn to him and be like, keep that one. And he's like, fucking keep that one, bro. And I'm just like, so I I like doing shitty rooms. I love doing shitty rooms. Like,
Well, bars, yeah.
yeah, like if a room is known to be like really hard, like if it's a super workout, I love that because you'll lose them. You'll lose them 8 times out of 10, but that 2 that you get them, you're like, that was good. Like I did good. Like that was some good.
It
material.
helps you. You learn from those,
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes those are rough. Like you did the Texan 2.
Oh, okay, that one.
The one that Ben was running for a bit.
So that one I did. Oh man, I ate a plate of shit there.
Yeah.
Because it was the night Manu Ginobili retired.
Oh,
And
fuck.
they literally, Ben wasn't there. He was like, the bartender was like, well, if you want to, I just showed up because I was downtown. And so I just showed up.
Oh, you had to run that one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I just showed up. I'd never been there. And he was telling me, I was talking to Ben and he was like, man, I don't know. I was like, I'm here. I can run it. There's a couple of comics here. And he was like, like if you want, but it's a hard crowd. I was already had a couple of drinks. I was like, fuck, I got this, bro.
Yeah.
So first I have to wait till Manu's retirement, and people are just not in a happy mood.
Yeah.
They're like sad. And so then I start going off, and no, everybody was playing pool.
Yeah.
They literally, you do those gigs where it's a packed house, but like
Not for comedy.
they're
just,
looking over their shoulder from the bar, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was one of those, and like I said, my style is just like I'm high energy. I go and I don't stop, even if they're not laughing. Like I'm gonna do my job. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my part. And so I was just going, and I probably did like 30 minutes.
No shit.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
Yeah, because the bartender was like, go. We had like 2 comics go, and then I was just up there. It got to the point to where I was like walking around because they have a cordless mic. So I'm like walking around the bar. I'm going over here, I'm going over there, and I'm just like crowd work and just joking. And finally, I did like 30, and the bartender was like, all right, bud, let's go ahead and cut it now. And I was like, oh, deal. Fine with me. Let's cut it. But dude, oh yeah.
Man, I felt bad. I felt bad for Ben because the one time that I went, it was like 2 weeks into it. I think they were running for 2 weeks, and so I finally went, and the crowd was fucking like, they were chaotic.
Yeah.
And so I was up next, but he's like, hey, we're just gonna put on this guitar player. He's gonna do a couple songs, and I was like, cool. And I don't like to drink before I go up, but I was drinking. I was drinking after Jokesters. And so I was like, oh, okay, maybe this will help and shit. So I'm pacing back and forth, ready to go. And then he's like, hey, man, we're going to put on this another guitar player, singer, songwriter thing. I was like, cool, man, cool. And so I walked out like I was going to go smoke a cigarette, and I just kept walking. Yeah. I was like, man, the nerves. I couldn't do that. I haven't learned how to deal with tough crowds yet.
Yeah.
And they are tough.
Yeah.
They are tough.
Dude, that's the hardest part is dealing with tough crowds. But I guess working in kitchens and all that shit, being shift lead, being a manager, something like that. Like I am used to having people not want to hear what the fuck I have to say. They
getting them to pay attention.
Yeah, and so what I would always do to get them to pay attention is be loud. You cuss at them a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Get your point across, but also be funny. Like I would make them laugh. I would make all my coworkers laugh. But at the same time, I'd be telling them what they need to do, but just in a cut up way. And that was always whenever I got like evaluations and shit like that, they're like, well, Dallas, we want to let you know. So, well, first off, we'll start with some good stuff. All right. You've got positive energy. All right. You're great. They follow you. You're a good leader.
Yeah.
You don't lose your shit during like when it gets tough, like you keep going. Like, but, you're making them laugh a lot, which is good, but they're not working when you make them laugh. So if there's a way you could have them be productive and also high energy, spirit, and so I was like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. So I was like, when somebody would fuck up, I just go in on them, but like in the funniest way possible. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, You got out of bed this morning. You brushed your fucking teeth. You came to work to ask me what the fuck a red onion was. That's what it's the purple one. But I'm not gonna tell you that because I don't want to break your little fucking brain. All right? And they just be like, "Fuck, dude." I'm like, "Just no, stop. You fucking window licker." All right? I was like, "Do you snort paint chips? What is going on here?"
Yeah.
Like little shit like that where they get like, if you're gonna be my friend, you gotta know one thing: the closer we are, the more shit I'm gonna talk to you. Like I will go off on you, but the second somebody else is, I'll fucking kill you. Like I'm there for my friends, but like if you're my homie, just know like I'm talking shit all day, every day. Like it's because I respect you enough to think you can take it. If I baby you, if I like am nice to you all the time and I'm super like, oh my God, hey, it's because I think like you're a pussy. Yeah. And I think you can't handle it. Yeah. But if you're my homie, like I really like you, oh, we're cutting up. We're fucking around. So I mean, tough crowds, there's a way to do it, and it doesn't always work. I mean,
because you look like you're combative. You come off combative to these crowds. Like that's You go up there like you're going to battle with these people.
Exactly.
Even if it's a quiet crowd paying attention to you.
Give a fuck.
You're like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's because it's part of what is funny about me is like, you know, that act of like, you kind of gotta lose your shit every now and again. You gotta. There's some, like I said, we all have that Theo that everybody fucks with because they know once you get him going, he's gonna be sitting there going off, cussing and yelling, but you're dying laughing. Yeah. And so when I go up on stage, I try to have that, and I've gotten better. You know, I had a couple comics, you know, give me advice and stuff like that. And one of the things I noticed I was doing, I was making jokes over my laughs. Yeah. So I would make a joke, crowd's laughing, and I would immediately, because I'm used to like, when you're dealing with a hectic crowd, if you can punch, you know, hit them. And the second they sort of laugh, you hit them again. The second they sort of laugh, you hit them again, and go. Yeah. Well, I was doing that in like calm rooms. So I got into a bad habit of like making the joke, and as they're laughing, I'm already hitting them with the next one. So now I'm getting better about
timing,
making my joke. I know where they're gonna laugh, so I pull back, let it happen, let it die down. Yeah. And rowdy crowds, man, it's just like you go up there and you just have to lean into it. Yeah. You have to lean into it. Because the second they smell the fear, they got you. And they're not going to fucking give it back to you. So you got to go up there and be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Don't laugh. Yeah. I always tell people that. I'm like, when it's tough crowds, I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell you this before I even get into my jokes. I don't want you to laugh. All right? I want you to I want you to close your arms, all right? I want you to frown, all right? Because that way, when I make you laugh, I'm fucking stealing that shit from you, all right? I just raped you for laughter, motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't say it like that.
Oh, I've definitely, I mean, and this is only crowds of like when we're at a metal bar. These dudes do not respect you. They think you're soft. So they want you to cuss at them and do all that because that's, and like I said, there's certain bars. Now, there's definitely other bars where I would never say that. So it's about knowing your crowd, reading your crowd. Yeah. If it's midnight and there's a bunch of just bikers, all leather, and they're like, fuck you, you're not funny, get the fuck off the stage. You need to say some aggressive shit. Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, guys, come on, just give me a chance here, bud. Yeah. No, you got to be like, hey, fuck your mom. Like, half the time, whoever said it or whoever you're saying that to will be like, what the fuck? But his homies, imagine you being drunk out with a bunch of your homies and like one of your homies is talking shit to somebody on stage and they just come back at your boy and roast him. Just fucking straight roast him. Now I have your friends laughing at you. Yeah. So you're going to be you're going to be careful about what you say to me next. Yeah. Because you don't know, like this is what I do. Like I tell jokes. I make fun of shit. Yeah. And you right now, we can go all day. Like, what are you going to do? Come beat me up? Yeah. And if you do, I'll just file an assault charge. I win. Like, you can't get in trouble for, fucking talking shit to somebody. And I'll use the fucking lines like, classic. All the lines I'd use back in the kitchen. Like, you
Yeah.
look like you snort paint chips, you window liquor,
Yeah.
like all this shit. Just go off and start roasting people.
Yeah.
And it's just, dude, tough crowds. But another thing I learned, because I'm so into comedy. Like, I'm one of those dudes that I listen to all the podcasts. You know, I listen to everybody. I'm watching every special that comes out and doing all that. I'm a comedy addict. And some of the comedians that like, I respect the most, there's no filter in what they would say. You know what I mean? Tosh, Daniel Tosh, some of his shit, if we were to say it, people would they would never book us again. Like, it's the way, it's one of my fucking favorite jokes that he has. It kills me. He's like, what is it? He's like, eating spinach is like having anal sex. If you're forced to have it as a kid, you're not going to like it as an adult. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. And just said in any environment, people are like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
He says it. Dude, I was crying. Fucking crying, laughing. And like, I'm just trying to feed off that. Like, I'm never going to go to a point. Like, I'm not going to just outright offend somebody or say, something like racist or just to get a laugh or whatever. But like,
it's what the fuck jokes. It's like, what the fuck, spinach and eating ass. Like, who would make those connections?
Yeah, exactly. And it's that sort of shit. And it's like, I've definitely gotten in trouble. Like, like once again, going back to like the Mike Tyson bit, in it, I say Mike Tyson went to prison for rape in '94 because he did. It's just a fact. I'm not making fun of it. Yeah. We're clearly talking facts. And I did that over at, Oak Hill? And they wanted to ban me. Straight up.
Oh, because they say no rape jokes.
Yeah. And I'm like, whoa. I'm not making a joke about rape.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm making a joke about what happens to these motherfuckers in prison.
Yeah, why he's in prison.
You know, and you know what? Do you know what happens to rapists in prison? They get fucking destroyed. Like, that should make all of us happy. You're like, good, they get what they want. But you say the word, and people automatically like, no, we can't talk about it. And I'm like, what? It's a thing. It's a real life thing. And so I went back, did the same joke the next week, but I said sexual assault. Nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
They don't care. And so I said sexual assault, nobody cares. Then I say, struggle snuggle. And I say that, and people start dying laughing. And just once again, one of the things I think on the spot, I just turned to the crowd and I was like, you fucking assholes. Like,
you just laughed at the rape joke.
I was like, I literally am now making fun of it, and that's funny to you. But you hear the word itself, and it's just like, mate, it's just like, I can't do it. It's like light to a vampire. They're just like, no, we're not listening anymore. I'm like, bro, there's a joke in here, and it's not about that. It's about something completely different, but we got to take that road. And it's like,
yeah, that's tough, man. But yeah, I remember that they have like the little guidelines and stuff, and I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, that's the bar. That's what you have to pay attention to. But like that. I mean, you're making fun of actual rape now. The struggle snuggle. Like, how is that different?
And people, people hear that and they're like, oh, it rhymes.
Yeah. like he made it cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he just fucking made it cute.
That's rough.
Yeah. But, so I don't really understand. I've never really understood, even before comedy, like places that put restrictions on what you say. Like, now as a comedian, it's your responsibility to know what is just offensive and what is something funny.
Yeah.
Anything in the world, no matter how morbid or gruesome, anything can be a joke. Anything can be funny.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I've always, like I'm going through a bunch of stuff with my daughter right now. She was in the hospital for like 12 days. She was in a coma for 5 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she almost lost her arm.
Damn.
We don't even know exactly what's wrong. She has some sort of super rare blood disease. But it's okay. Like we're getting through it. And I'm already figuring out, she has like a permanent port in her chest where, I have to give her injections 3 times a week. They think she's a female hemophiliac, which is super rare. Like whatever she has, the doctors are asking me if they can make her a case study because of how rare it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking insanely rare. So I'm already making like light of it, making jokes of it and laughing about it because that's the only, if I don't laugh about it, I'll cry about it.
No, I get that.
And that's not going to get me anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm already thinking of what I'm going to tell my daughter. I'm like, baby, Iron Man's got something in his chest that makes him strong. And fucking you got something in your chest that makes you strong too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you just have to.
It helps to heal.
Yeah, find the funny, man. Whatever the fuck it is, somebody dies. Think about all the funny shit they did. You know, like it's stuff like it's whatever it is. So it's the comedian's job, I think, to know if what you're saying is funny. Are you just being a dick right now? Or are you trying to make light and laugh about something? And like, do you think people that are handicapped, you think they want to talk about how fucking sad it is all day?
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't give a fuck. They want to laugh. You know, they make like, okay, well, I guess I'm fucking.
And especially at these open mics, I mean, you're just trying shit out. You're just trying to see if it's funny.
Yeah,
you know?
we're working.
It'll be different when it was a show. And like,
yeah.
And they told you don't talk about this, don't talk about that. But open mics, you're just trying to see you're testing
What
shit
works?
out. Yeah. Well, cool, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for coming out, man. That was fun. We talked about
absolutely.
porn
Thank
and
you
shit.
for having
That was
me.
funny.
That was a long time about porn, wasn't it?
Once again, do your social media, your plugs, and where people could find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, like I said, if you're in San Antonio, I'm at pretty much every open mic. Monday nights, I'm out in Cibolo doing one of those 2 shows. Tuesday nights, my 2 mics. I do Elbow and I do LOL, but I heard there's also Sancho's. I haven't went and done that.
I haven't done that one. That's a variety mic.
That's right. Yeah, that's another tough one. But so I possibly do 3 Wednesday. I usually go out to Oak Hills. I was doing Old Main, but I don't think that's a thing anymore. Thursdays, Jokesters. Friday I take off. Saturday, every Saturday I co-host. If Lawrence isn't there, I go out to Fitz. I do Fitzgerald's. On Sunday I take off. So you can catch me out there. Dallas VANN on Facebook. Dallas VANN on Instagram. Like I said, I'm not really too active on Twitter. Try. Once I get this flyer out for the Jerry Garcia show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the next big one that I'm booked for. Just hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm always down to talk.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming out. See y'all next week, everybody. Later.